we're back with some ATS. Got a new series that we're firing up. Gonna be running some classic trucks. I think we're gonna call it the Old Iron series. But yeah, just wanted to lay out what we have planned going on. We've got the usual suspects. We got the Bernie J. Got Dave. I know we were doing a previous American Truck Sim series, more realistic. Not sure if we're going to continue it or not. We'll see. But this new series, what we have is classic trucks, and we're looking at the idea of being an owner operator. Basically, starting with an old rundown truck, progressing to a newer used truck, and eventually growing into a full blown trucking company. So I went ahead and I laid out some rules on my Discord for this this series that we have going. But I'll go ahead and lay it out here for anybody that wants to follow along. If you're new to the channel. The first rule is you may use an experience mod, only an experience mod, no experience and money mods to get to at least level 20. That allows you to get most of your upgrades that you want to change out on your truck or cosmetic things, stuff like that. Once you get to at least level 20, remove the experience mod, and then we go from there. Now, you're going to have to take a loan. $100,000. That's it. You're going to use that loan to buy the Peterbilt truck. It's a Peterbilt 350 or 351. 350 is what we're starting with here. You can upgrade the Peterbilt 350. Upgrade the engine to no more than 350 horsepower. It has to be a 1979 or older engine. You can upgrade the Peterbilt 350's transmission to no more than a 10-speed. So you can go ahead and mess with that a little bit. Cosmetic and non-mechanical changes are up to you. So that would mean anything that has to do with like the overall length of the wheelbase on the truck, the cabin, messing with that kind of stuff. Anything that's not engine or transmission, that can all be changed. Now, no hiring drivers, garage upgrades, no trailers, no new trucks until the entire first loan is paid off. So that $100K that we took out, you have to pay it off. And at that point, you can go forward and look at hiring drivers, expanding on your garage, picking up a trailer, or buying yourself a new truck. Loans. So once the loan is paid off, you should avoid trying to get them after the first one, because we're trying to be a self-sufficient, debt-free owner-operator and eventually trucking company. Now, later in the series, as we progress through the ages, I guess, or decades, or buy a new used truck that's newer than 1940 or 1949 Peterbilt that we have currently. The later engine upgrades on trucks cannot exceed the highest horsepower engine of the base game, which I believe is 625 horsepower. So once we get to that point in the game where we're able to get different trucks and they have different engines and stuff like that, we're not going to exceed that horsepower just because we want to kind of keep it semi-realistic, I guess. I will be posting a list of the mods, and if you want to see the mod order, I do have that posted on my Discord. There'll be a link in the description below, so make sure you check that out. But now that we've got that all covered and out of the way, we're going to go ahead and take our maiden voyage. We're going to be running this series. I think we're running some butter from Medford, Oregon, up to Eugene. So that's it. But yeah, as you can see on the screen, it's been flashing around. This is my Peterbilt. It's a 1949 that I've upgraded. I put a 1952 cab and sleeper on it. Basically what happened is Grandpa had a trucking company of his own, very small one, and he had some of these old Peterbilts sitting around. And myself, Brandy, we got these old Peterbilts, and we had to make them roadworthy. So what we did is we threw an upgraded engine in it because the old one was tired, worn out. So we found an old one. Mine came out of a Caterpillar, and I tossed it in there. Went ahead and threw in an Allison transmission, 6-speed. Figured I don't want to be shifting all the time, but we'll see how that works out. Had to add mud flaps to it to make it street legal because this thing was not street legal. Went ahead and threw on the sleeper, coffin sleeper on the back there, so that way on the long hauls, have a place to sleep and not have to constantly stop at hotels. Anyways, that's the truck. She's a beaut. She's a beaut. Wish she had the dual stacks, and maybe in the future we'll figure out a way to get that. And that'll be kind of... Like I said, we're going to be getting some butter and going to Eugene. Now that transmission I'm using, it's the Allison 4460. And I went ahead and did some research because I didn't want to make it unrealistic and, throw in an Allison automatic transmission. But it turns out that that model was released in the late 60s. So it actually falls into what is usable and what is not usable. Whoa, went way wide on that turn. But we're going to do Grandpa proud, and that 100K loan that we went ahead and took at the beginning, that was to make sure we got everything up to specs. Wanted to make sure everything's insured. Fluids, fuel, everything that we're going to need for our maiden voyage here is covered. We're going to try to get that loan paid off as soon as possible. Here's the interior of the truck. Not a whole lot to see. I got the dream catcher. Only good dreams allowed in here. So we're going to stay positive, keep moving up. I got the antique navigation device there, just a regular old compass. We went ahead and updated. I tossed in a GPS navigation system, because I like to know where I'm going other than just having a map. And then we have ourselves the fuel consumption record sheet there. We'll see how we do on our fuel consumption with this thing. But, yeah, it should be a fun series. I really like these older looking trucks, and there's plenty to choose from. And as we progress and get more money under the belt, I would like to see us, maybe get cab over, get into the Mac, and I miss my Mac. I like my truck. But we get back into the Mac, or maybe we'll look at a Kenworth, go Smokey and the Bandit style with a W900A. That might be a fun one. But yeah, we got a few things we could run. Some big ideas ahead, big dreams, Come on, open up gate. Oh, that's a good horn. Freight market. Still got the butter. They got the butter to Eugene. Taking that job. Like it's over here on the side. But it seems that, Dad did not do the whole trucking thing like we did. He went ahead and went a different route. But Grandpa, he was the mechanic, so... Or not the mechanic. Dad's the mechanic. Grandpa went ahead and did the trucking company. So that's why Dad didn't take over, and that's why these things were sitting to rot in the field. Went ahead and saved them. Oh. Alright, we are off. We are running. Look at that. Not bad at all. This old truck can manage it. 350 horses. That's easy. On out a little bit here. Corner. Take it wide because I don't really want it up on the. Well, we still went up there on there a bit. We'll get used to driving this thing with the longer loads. And so far, I'm liking this transmission. Much better. Much better. I'd messed around with this truck in the past, and I actually put the wrong gear ratio into it. Like, I could pull hills, no problem. I could pretty much, you know, haul whatever I wanted, as long as I didn't go more than 58 mile an hour. Unfortunately, with the gear ratio that I had, it just did not want to pick up speed at all. There we go. Yeah, people, I'm coming over. Just a short one here, kind of give you all an idea what we're planning on running. Like I said, I'm going to have a link on the Discord so you can jump into the Discord and download these same mods. That have the mod list order, so it should all work correctly for you. That's a little tight on the line. I'm going to have to step back a little bit further or scoot up. At least I can see the bottom of the light. That's important. I guess it's the only downfall for this truck that I've seen thus far is just the fact that the windows aren't big enough to see up all the way out of it. But it's a good truck, though. Definitely a good truck. Getting up on the freeway now. Hit a I-5 heading north. And dream catcher going sideways. Alright, no one coming up behind us. Let's go. Speed here, and then we'll set that cruise control, and we'll just cruise right on up. We're at 55 mile an hour, getting on the freeway here. We are hauling 59,000 pounds, but a little bit of a bigger load. Ooh, there's a pretty truck. Don't see that every day. Alright, road work ahead, huh? Well, this lane's gonna be closing, so we might want to start getting over. Yeah, truck, we're coming by. You should have thought about it, sir. Getting used to driving this old truck. Figure out where to put that nose so we're not all over the road. Right to the center. Not bad at all. Bright green truck. Went with the purple. I love my purple, man. Purple color royalty. It's just a great color. I had to go back with purple. Purple and cream on this truck. Ooh, it looking good. I don't know if it's cream. Maybe it's beige. Now I would run the ivory steering wheel on this truck, but I'm a greasy little man, so I figured it'd be better to get the black steering wheel, just that way fingerprints and stuff don't show up as well. I know it makes perfect sense for the rest of the truck, but what can I do? What can you do? Man, does this thing not like to pull hills, but got a little bit of weight, you know. Pulling a double. I did pretty well on that hill, I'll give it that. Not bad for 350 horsepower Caterpillar motor. I know I've talked in the past, but I rebuilt a Caterpillar engine. It was for an old front end loader. For one of the first jobs I ever had was mechanic assistant, and it wasn't bad. It was a four-cylinder. Oh, we're already in Canyonburg, I guess. So this is pretty true to real life right here. Exit 99. Right there, you got a casino on the right. 7 features. Got Burger King. On the left there's a little truck stop. Also 7 features. Used to have a restaurant in there, pretty good. Been many years since I've been to that place, but it's pretty cool. I guess it's one of the best truck stops on I-5, is my understanding, at least in Oregon. So maybe we'll have to stop in there on one of our trips through. Do a tour of truck stops. He is just a cruising here. So what do you guys think? What do you think of like older trucks? You know, I mean, we kind of tossed in a little bit of everything on this mod list, this series. We got a cab over. I mean, we've got Peterbilt, we got Kenworth, we got Scott, we've got what else do we have? We have a International that we tossed on there. We got a Mack. Got a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything. But yeah, I think we have a Freightliner. Well, so we've got a couple cab overs. We got choices when we upgrade. Choices. Oh, looks like we're stopping. Called in. Slow down, man. I tell you what, cars do not like to go a speed limit. But stopping in here. See what our weight is. I'm kind of curious with all of everything. Like 59,000 pounds is what we're pulling. Damn, 99,000 pounds. Alright. Thing's handling it pretty well, too. Getting on. Watch out, everybody else. Alright. Yeah, about 100 miles left. Not bad. But yeah, no, this should be a fun series. We don't want it to go quick. We don't want to toss realism out the window necessarily. got choices we got to decide on. Are we gonna keep this old truck around, turn it into kind of like a show truck? Are we gonna retire it, sell it out, you know, see if we can get some of our money back on it? And then we can start looking into upgrading, you know, something a little newer, still used. You know, we'll keep checking that used truck market. I don't want to go directly to the new trucks, though. I'd like to keep using some of these older rigs. I mean, after all, we're going to be running that old iron. Look at them, they farming. Got a couple rest areas up here. Man, this game is a pretty game. I mean, they didn't have to put in all the detail that they have. I mean, there's not much detail to it. My graphics aren't the best, but still, I mean, this is pretty much like if you've ever driven I-5 between, you know, Canyonville, which is where the Seven Features is, head up north. I mean, this is pretty close. Amazing what the developers did, you know. Last 50 miles. Now, typically, I'm trying to think of where we're at. We're almost to Eugene. Eugene, Springfield, 1 mile. Alright, so apparently we're there. That corner back there is supposed to be like a Caterpillar plate off to where my sister lives, out that way. Lowell or something like that. Whatever that junction is. Lowell Junction? I don't. Anyway, she lives out that way. Springfield 94A. Start slowing down, slowing way down. What is this man doing? Not knowing how to drive, apparently. Gonna make me lose my butter. I need my butter. Got to make the monies. Oh, what is this bullshit? Well, I guess we'll try to figure this out. Back on the freeway. My truck done broke down, man. Sucks. You'd think that they would put freaking more advanced notice than that. Oh well. Guess when in Eugene. I don't see nobody coming on. Gonna go ahead and just go peek over here real quick since we're here. Looks like there might be a truck dealership, maybe a recruiting office. We could use that in the future for sure, you know, once we get to be in a full-size, full-fledged company. That's a little ways out for us. California, stop that real quick. Man, I tell you. Corner. Side. Gene discovered. I tried to. Not a huge fan of big cities. I've been up to Eugene. I guess it's a small big city, but when you come from a very rural community, small town, um, a lot of things are considered large, big. You're out in the boonies, sticks, hills, whatever. A lot of stuff different. A dealership is probably gonna be. I don't want to do too much fooling around just because I want to be late with this delivery, first delivery, and be late. And got a recruitment agency, a Volvo deal. No, all of that. Wide turn. Volvo truck dealer. Right. Alright. Watch me mess this up. Try to turn around here. Should be alright. Get inside of the dealership here. Enough room for us to turn around. Come on. Got it. Just a little up tap. Alright. Good. Gonna make this good and wide. No, we ain't gonna rest. Ain't gonna be late. We just have to make sure that we got enough to get back out of here. Alright, look at that. Almost like I did know, you know. Alright, Jeep, let's go. Come on, Jeep. Damn crazy ass car. What they doing? Wide turn here. Alright. Blue truck, yellow Jeeps, red truck. A little bit of a longer episode. That's alright. Had to explain everything. Had to go out of our way. Well, whatever. Probably didn't need to do all that. Too late now. We're practicing pulling double, you know. Gotta get good at it. Which I am not. And then of course somebody had to break down, so it put us out of our way. That's fine. We're still gonna make this deliver. Still gonna make it. Well, there's a yellow truck. Give it her honk. Man, like the sounds I have on here. I mean, I don't know if this is good or bad, but it seems to be doing very well. You know, considering it's the total weight is damn near 100,000 pounds. It's doing it. I have to look into that. I might have to Google that and be like, hey, what's the normal weight? You know, is all this normal, and what kind of trucks are pulling that kind of shit? You know. I don't cut it too short. Don't want to damage the trailers. None. My truck. We just love tapped it. Love tapping it. Alright. You know, it'd be a lot easier with a wheel, but I am not there. Doing what we can with what we got. Got us an Xbox controller. For anybody coming on. I didn't see nobody. Good luck, everybody else. Not bad at all. Guess I'd probably signal that. Hey, I'm getting off the freeway. Up and around. We're getting over. Hope I need to get over. Look at this truck. Maybe we should come up with a name for this old truck, you know? It's doing us pretty good. It's pulling like it should. Like, very first load it's doing is we're pulling a damn near 100,000 total. So it's 59,000, almost 60,000 what we've been hauling worth of butter. That's a lot of butter. Butter's great though. And you can put that on bread, you can put it on a Pop-Tart. I even put it in my ramen. Oh shit. It's 45 through here. Should probably slow down. Whoa, hit the brakes. Now it goes. A bit. Good enough. Guide. A little over the line. There we go. Alright, we're going. Let's go deliver this butter. Where did the butter? No mas butter. Probably gonna change that out. don't have to worry about dreams. We need to worry about luck. That's a horseshoe or a four-leaf clover. Man, lock that up. Enter. Where should I place it? Like it's right against the fence. Not bad at all. Whoop. I fucked that up. Go hit the engine brake, and apparently we're done. Alright, well, I guess that's where we're going to end it. Did a lot of driving. Consumed some fuels. And, not bad for the first episode. So if you like it, you want to see more, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. I'm closing in on 500. So I'm less than 50 more subs. I'd very much appreciate it if you do that. And make sure you comment. Got all the comments help. Don't do much. I mean, yeah. Lost my whole train of thought. Brain just shit itself. That's enough of me. I will catch y'all later.